Welcome back, everybody, to Warlord of SBAS plays Torment, Ties of Numenera, episode 49. Last time we explored what this device is, and it's like a temporal telescope, and we're now showing what the network is attached to does. So now that we fixed it last time, let's see what happens when we connect the network by pressing all the cluster of stars. The map lights up again, and the voice speaks to your mind. Spatial translation network connected. State your destination. You don't recognize the location of all the points, so you don't know what the names what name the machine expects, but you do know some of them. We can follow Circus Minor, Cliff's Edge, Underbelly, Government Square, Colon Village, Malavast. So, did I just activate fast travel? Let's see. Underbelly. Destination not recognized. Please state again. Ready for the following worlds? Destination. Fine. Circus Minor. You know that one? The entire platform hums to life and the air sparks crackles around you. I want to pop you are somewhere else. Ooh. Teleportation. Maybe I did. Okay, cool. This one. Aha! Surprise! It's us.
All right.
What do you do now? The machine towers above you like a dagger driving into the ground by a giant. It seems much older than the surrounding buildings. Your hands get to the touch array of dark panels scattered around the machine, as though they have touched them before. Yeah. Ooh, I think this one was not functional last time. Now we fixed it. One of the consoles around the tower machine appears to be active. A dim light winks at you through grimy layers of dirt and rust. Functional. You thumb about beneath the flickering light, and you feel an odd, painful sensation below your navel, as if someone has slapped your hook into your flash, and is tonguing it from the other end of three very long lines. One is attempting to draw you in direction of the city's upper cliffs. Another is pulling you towards the peak of the city, and the third, the one that feels almost taut, traces the invisible line back to the cabinetry where the teleportation control panel was. Cabinetry, cliffs. I believe that's Cliff's Edge and the peak of the city. Would that be, I believe that's the Government Square. So I think I just got fast travel. Well, at least a sort of fast travel, which is useful. I don't know what a fast travel that just takes me to the Government Square does, but it's like 3 feet from us, yeah. Interesting.
Yes.
Alright. Welcome to the console. Let's go back to the cabinassery. Because we actually want to go to get our oh shit. Assassin lady on her team so we can finish finding out who the killer is. So let's go back here. Go back down here.
Yes. Now.
What are you doing?
Of course.
Now down to the ledge. Fuck it. Haha. You got hurt. Oh, you're fine, you wusses. Yeah, it's ain't painful and it hurts. Ah, but I forgot to do something. Leveling. Level. Let's see, I can do extra effort. Increase stat pulls. Extra effort? Yes. Anyone else level? No. 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 Just me. I'm the only cool one here, I guess. Fine. I thought I'd level twice, but... Maybe. Now the question is, who do I get out of my party first? Because I like these three characters a lot. They're really fun. I want to talk to Rin about seeing her in the junkyard. Just
What's going on?
see if that is anything. I saw you in the junkyard though, through the omniscope in Cavernassery. Like in the past, she shivers and wraps her arms around herself. What did you see? Looks scared. She holds herself more tightly. Oh, I was scared. It was a scary time. Since she flashes a discerning grin at you. Feel a lot better now, though. What are you holding up? Blah blah blah. Sorry about you again. I'm not sure if I can get any more information out of her. I'm not sure if it's like the last game, last Torment game, because you can actually get them to like increase their stats if they like you enough, like their actual stats. But they level up in this game more realistically, so I don't know. I wonder how Eridus feels about me. How are things between us? Great, he declares, throwing his hands in the air. I knew we'd had the same instincts for adventure. Alright. Cool. Actually, maybe we should talk to Eridus since he likes us now. Maybe he can tell us a little bit more about his glowy thing. Questions about you? I'm not surprised. He's not. Says, please. I'm incredibly interesting. What do you want to know? Can you tell me anything about the voice I keep hearing in your head? If you're hearing voices, that sounds like your problem, not mine. Where do you come from again? Probably some boring village, blah blah blah. Seriously though, what is the glowing surrounding you? What are you talking about? He says, looking around blankly. Alright, you're not going to tell us anything interesting right now. Huh. So who do I want to get rid of for even just for a few seconds? Because honestly, I don't want to keep Medikina in my team. Because I like the characters I like right now. I guess Rin? Would Rin be the best? Glissa, Eridus. No, let's just give her Eridus since she's probably split for now. No, really? But we're just getting started. Stumps a little, his glowing fades. I'll be in close edge, he says, sighing. Meeting strangers, telling stories, but doing tricks, seeing how long I can hold my breath. Radiant once more, he waves at you and bolts off. Alright. We'll talk to him we'll get him back in a second after I do this murder mystery. Travel with us. Inspired. She looks down at the table and sorts through a couple of sheets of paper. Nothing here requires me immediate attention. I suppose it's fine. Alright, cool.
Ready.
Let's see what she's like as a character. Bloop. Nothing much interesting there. Trained without armor. Guess of vitality. She's like an assassin, obviously.
Yes.
Enter the tunnel. Let's go back to the underbelly. Talk to the people in the murdery mystery area. Discover who did it. Who done did it. Then once I discover who done did it, I can actually go to sleep in the game. again.
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other way?
Hey, why are you here? Oh, it's the outcast. Say hi to the outcast. Hey, outcast. The form stitches sees your boast and grunts and chitters with pleasure. Sand on newly unearthed stones rounds at friendship its size. Brown grubs and soft flesh say, carry high, no anger to this one. It taps itself on the chest. It deflates slightly. Knuckle stitch this tunnel. Scan tells me not welcome. Scent telling its odor shifts subtly into loneliness. Not live long, exiles, resignation, and mild optimism. Die away from sunlight. You survive. How are you? Native habitat. Say to God, broodmates left. Scent makes it in tunnel. I'll keep away. Considers when. Then huffs out a cloud that smells like sadness. But live for now. What are you eating down here? Bag food, old devices. Drink lightning from them. It points to a tiny pile of Numenera that sits nearby. Looking more closely, you see that they're mostly electrical power sources. Try to keep clean. Anything interesting down here? Let's see. Try survive. Okay. Alright, you do your thing, dude. We're gonna go look at a murder.
Allow me.
So since you're with me now, can you Alright. Nothing. See, if I talk to Manikina...
Alright, out with it.
Out with what? Every new castle gets strained with older cast stuff. If you're not feeling it now, you look at me and you realize that we were all vessels for the same consciousness. And then you start wondering if we're sharing anything else. She shrugs. Well, we are all a bunch of arrogant preeners with delusions of greatness. That might be about it. Siblings. Here it comes, she acts as if she's running herself for a storm. I'm ready for the litany of all you newborns have it. All you newborns have it. Alright, go. Tell me about the Melevest. Cast off need a place to hide from the sorrow and work on a way to defeat it. That boom gets it, eats people so they couldn't hide there. The first and our worthless sire built Melevest so they could research in peace. The place became a beacon for our kind and people started to put up homes inside the shields. After our sister and father had their falling out and started the endless battle, the rest of them chose sides. For most people, it seems like this is some great existential struggle. But it's just a family squabble that got out of hand. Anyway, things got bad. The sorrow started making more appearances and people need a place to hide. So Miravast became neutral ground. How have you avoided the sorrow? What can you tell me about it? I know a little more than you. They might know more than in Melevast. What I can tell you for sure is that it hates us cast-offs. You're never sure when it'll come. She shivers slightly. It comes for each of us, like we're calling to it. As for now, I avoid the sorrow. How I avoid the sorrow? Well, you ever get the feeling that someone's looking at you? The sorrow's attention is like that, except that it feels like you've made an enemy. The creeping paranoia that it's coming for you. Slow urgency mounts and you start to feel like you need to lash out. But what I do, I run. I leave and I don't come back. Try to throw off whatever sentence picked up. And after a while, the pressure eases. And I can come back again. I don't try to go somewhere safe. Like Malavas. It'll find me eventually. It always finds us. Best we can do is postpone the inevitable. Alright, want to talk about the siblings of the other cast-offs? You'd think people with all the gifts we have would be happier. But we're miserable misfits, hundreds of us through time, and all bad people. But you shouldn't meet them. That's why, but you should meet them. That's why, we're going to Malavas. I'll say this once, you were in the mirror. You saw that what happened. I want to make a difference, and they pissed on my hopes. She frowns. The conflict between the first and the changing god swallows all our siblings, one way or another. I don't want that. I want to make my own way. They don't like the idea, and here I am, no worse for the lack of their company. We all use each other for our own ends, and someone always gets broken at the end of it. She gives you a dark look. Even us. Got that straight? You and me. We're both using each other right now. It'll profit us both, but someone's bound to get hurt. I spent my life making sure it wouldn't be me. Not again. And talk about the Chingy God. Greedy, manipulative, domineering fool. I've heard he also got quite charming. Witty, an absolute genius. I suppose he'd have to be, given how long he's managed to keep ahead of the sorrow. But I've never met him, as far as I know. So the only judgment I have on the man is what I've heard from others. I mean, our father inspired a cult. I assume you've met Casmine and Mimine? Ugh. What's missing from their lives that they have to pin their hopes on us. Pin their hopes on us. Ugh. Casmine has power and wants it to reflect on her. And Mimine sees knowledge and hopes it all will shine on him. You're quite an optimist, aren't you? You think they're going to get what they want by following the likes of us? Maybe blah blah blah. Maybe not. Depends on whether they're looking at us as people or as avatars of our sire. Let me put that to rest right now. They see us as avatars. To them, we don't have feelings or ambitions, except for those that our creators placed in us. I've had this conversation with them, and they treated every word like a revelation. I wasn't saying anything particular, but in their minds, it was all epiphanies. What I'm saying, I guess, don't trust the people who will elevate you. You can't do anything wrong to them. Until you do, at which point they turn on you. Steer clear of the true believers. Something else. This is your story. She gives you a slow, elevating look. You were part of my story. What else did you need to know? How did you become an assassin anyway? A series of regrettable mistakes. Maybe I'll tell you about them someday, but not now. How did Nang lose his eyes? He lost control of his form, or perhaps threatening him somehow. Either way, he showed his other form, and I defended myself with the tides. Her gaze is flat and level. He never recovered. Did you ever see Pet Raken again? Once in Mel of Ass. Hell didn't even remember calling village. She didn't remember the people that she sacrificed for her pointless, endless war, and she couldn't even understand why I'd care. I'd have had her throat if Adrius hadn't held me back. Uphold her precious peace. And then when Pez was gone and I'd calmed down, one of the other asked me what the problem was. He said the village would all have been dead in a few decades anyway. I vowed I'd never think of like that. But here I am a couple of centuries later, and the people seem to die too fast and too young. I can't let myself care. She scuffs the dirt. Immortality is a curse, especially when your companions are in eternity are cast-offs. Maybe it should be better if the sorrow had us all. I wanted to talk to you about what happened to you after I left Tish's body in the mirror. I don't know when you left. Just what my memory's in. Wait, no. Tish died. He died, torn apart by the energy blast. Killed forever. That's right. She taps her forehead with her heel of her palm, as if drive them every home. Yeah, that's it. God. You rode him and you killed him. Her eyes wide. Such power, you can change the world. She shakes herself to cut off that train of thought. After that, I traveled the world and went back to Cologne to remind myself that humanity does to the strange and different. I realized I had no purpose. I went to Malavas to see what our brethren were doing. They hadn't changed at all. They told me to gather power. She barks a laugh. Our creator made us many things, but most of all, he made us mad for strength in all its forms. I scorned their advice, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized the truth. When you're powerful, the people can't hurt you. Her voice drops. Or the ones you love. It might be that power paints a target on those you love. I thought about that. But at least when you have the strength, you can fight back. You won't be helpless. She sighs, and then lets the familiar hardness creep back into her voice. So I came to Scissor Cliff. I started working. One of our brothers hired me, and then he betrayed me. I thought he'd help me, but just like that pal, he just like that first. Just like Tesh, he turned on me. That's when I learned that I can't trust anyone. So I struck back at him hard. It was then that I decided to make my own organization that lasted for about a decade. Then there's politics inside the group. The recrimination, fighting against other gangs, the inevitable betrayals. Ugh. Excuse me. I gave up on that and went solo. Eventually I went back to the Bloom and worked for the Wimvora. Old one, I mean. Those were good years. I felt like I belonged. There was a friction, to be sure, but we were a team. And then my favorite mortal got betrayed too. She crosses her arms. You want to know why I was hiding before you found me? It's because I learned that I'm best on my own. If you don't have people, you can't be betrayed. There, you've got your story. Let's not talk about it anymore. Other questions? Alright, hold on. I don't really care. Sure. What do you think about the people at it? Ooh. If I remember correctly, she's got a reputation. She doesn't let anything or anyone get in her way. People say the same thing about you, dear. Really? Medikina looks pleased. How about Rin? Les, why would you bring a child with us when you know we're facing utter extinction? No one wants to kill me. I mean, specifically. See? She's doomed. Alright. So I can't find anything there.
I'm going.
So I'm gonna have to talk to the people now. Cannibal place.
Go.
Cannibals, come out and play.
In this world, then.
Alright. I'm gonna leave it here. And we'll find out who the murderer is next time. So until next time, remember, embrace the chaos or you'll go mad. Bye.